All right, friends, I wanted to give you a quick tour of one of our properties. So this is Delmar. This is one of our first ones. So it's a 5-bedroom home, right? It was originally a 3 or maybe 4. No, maybe, I think like 3 or 4. And, we reconfigured it. But most of the place is its original structure. So this home is about, 109 years old, I think. And we brought it back to life. It was vacant for about 3 years when we got it. And it was mold infested, rodent infested, and so there used to be a big old closet here, and that doorway wasn't there before. So we demoed that, opened up that passageway there, or that entryway there. It's the kitchen. Had a little bit of a leak issue, so we're getting that repaired. It's already repaired. We're just gonna repair the drywall. But this is the kitchen. Pantry here. We have everything labeled. Each one of our guests has their own rack. And they each get a cabinet as well. And we have 2 fridges, one out here and then one here. And it's where we keep all the dishes and all the things. That's our kind of like storage area. It's full of crap. It's where we keep all the cleaning supplies. We handle the cleaning of like the common areas, and then each one of the rooms has like a little mini vacuum and a broom and a mop, and guests maintain their own rooms. Show you what it looks like upstairs. Each one of the rooms are numbered, and we have electronic locks on each of the rooms. So that's 1. This is the master. That's 2, 3. Then we have 2 more upstairs. Okay, and this is that's what takes you upstairs to the 2 other rooms. Accessible washer dryer on the second level, and we're getting ready to turn this room. We have a guest checking in about a week or so. During the tornado, we had one of our windows blown out. So this is getting replaced tomorrow. But this is where I lived for, all of last year and most of this year. And so this is kind of like your chill out living room area. And this is the bedroom here. Right, and then this is the bathroom. Okay, shower, tub. So this room rents for $13.50, and we think we can push the ceiling on a room like this to about 14, maybe even 15. And so what we've been doing the last year and a half is we've been testing out our pricing, and also testing out our offering, right? The way we have the place designed, the intentionality of it is really what separates us from everyone else. And that's why people book with us, even though we're not the cheapest co-living space here, right? But we have the most spacious. It's also, nicely designed. It's quiet, so even though you're sharing a house with 4 other people, and you're the 5th one, like, there's still enough space to be antisocial if you want to be. All the rooms are spacious. All the configurations are different. They all have, beautiful tiled tubs and showers and things like that. And yeah, our proximity to the hospital, right? So most of the folks who stay here are travel nurses. And yeah, BJC is about 8 minutes away and even walkable on a really nice day, or you can bike there from here. SLU is like 5 minutes away. So yeah, so I just wanted to give you guys kind of like a personal tour of what we've been building as a brand. And, you know, now there's some things that we have, like phase 2 projects, some things that we want to kind of work on ongoing. One of the things that we really need like funding for in the future, and we're going to seek some sponsorship for, is our yard, right? It's overgrown now, it's fenced in, but we just didn't have enough money to actually like landscape it properly and make it usable. So we cut it and all that stuff. It needs a cut now, but it's a beautiful yard. And what we want to do, our vision for it, is to, totally renovate the yard so that we can host outdoor events. And part of our expansion plan for 2026 is to rent this bottom area out along with the yard for small micro events like graduation parties, small weddings. There's a growing trend of that. And in St. Louis specifically, there aren't a lot of folks doing that, but there's a strong demand and need for it, right? And so as part of our phase 2 plan for this particular property, we're going to renovate the yard, put a parking pad in the back so that we can have some off-street parking, but also make it a flex space for outdoor events and things like that. And then, we have a whole business model and cost structure around like renting, this first floor and yard for events. And so, we're looking forward to testing that out. Okay. What else? One of the other things we want to do is the basement is humongous, right? And the ceilings are about 7 feet tall in the basement. And so there's enough square footage in the basement to actually put either additional bedrooms or an entirely separate apartment, which is what we want to do. And so in 2027, we want to finish the basement and turn that into an apartment that we would do an experiment with Airbnb, because it'll have its own like entry and exits and stuff. Or we may do long-term rental there. Or, we've also envisioned having a full-time general manager, right? And part of how we want to design a compensation package is to offer lodging, right? And so having a finished basement would allow us to do that. So those are some of the ideas that we have with evolving this specific property. And we buy properties intentionally that have these different ways of expanding its traditional usage. And so that's how we think about real estate.